Hey everyone, I'm getting ready to meal plan. My kids are upstairs, supposed to be asleep. Yeah. So I am down here with my planner and my computer, and we're gonna meal plan. Um, there's not a lot to it. I've gone over it once before in my planner walkthrough video, but I figured I'd just let you guys join me as I actually do it. So here we go. All right, so here is my setup for today. I have my planner out. Yes, this is not the planner I showed in my planner video. I did switch back to the vertical. The hourly worked for a little while I was trying to establish a routine again, but after that it just became way too repetitive and I got tired of it. So they had an incredibly good sale and I had a really good coupon, so I basically got the vertical for free and I switched back. Anyway, back to meal planning. I do have this week's weather listed out and I've already looked ahead. I know that it will likely change, but it gives me a general idea of what it's going to be like for the next couple of weeks, so that I know what to plan. And I've got my Pinterest board out and ready. So here we go. Okay, so my tripod and digital camera are upstairs and the kids are napping and I don't feel like waking them, so, or they're supposed to be napping anyway. So I am just going to go on with my phone. When I meal plan, you know, like I said before, I do start out, I number my dashboard. It used to be a paper, but yeah, that got expensive. So I number the dashboard. I date it so that I know exactly like how many days are in there. This week, or this pay period is 15 days. I usually do between 15 and 16 because we get paid bi-monthly. So if I don't split it pretty even, then one pay period we're going to have like 18 days that I have to plan for, and it gets really expensive all in one trip. So I try to split it evenly so that the cost is even as well. So there's that. And now what I'm going to do is go through tried and true, which is basically all in my head, and write them down here and see how many more I need after that. Another thing I forgot to mention was that I normally would go through my freezer, pantry, and fridge to see what all I have left. I didn't do that this time because I know what I basically have. And it's not much. We've been eating a lot out of our fridge, freezer, and pantry, so it's becoming rather bare. So this will actually probably be a large grocery trip. But we'll see. I'm still going to try to keep it minimal, but we'll see what happens. I do have a little bit of chicken left, and I still have some of the Italian sausage that I had made. But other than that, we're pretty bare and need basically everything. So, onward. Okay, so I have looked over and chosen out a few of our tried and true meals. The ones that I knew we were going to be busy, I put like a pot symbol so that I know that I needed like a crock pot. Q&E means quick and easy. Those are days that I obviously have something going that not necessarily requires a crock pot, but something that requires very little prep. So that's that, which most of what I do requires very little prep, but I also wanted something that cooks fast, so. All right, now we're going to browse through Pinterest. Fun. So my Pinterest browsing always goes something like this. I type in something similar to, I put quicks. I just noticed that. Quick and easy dinners or cheap dinners or something like that, and usually a bunch of stuff comes up. This one sounds really yummy. I've already got it open here. I'm not sure if the kids will like it though, but I think I might put it on the list anyway. What I do as I'm going through Pinterest too, I try to read the whole recipe. That way I know what I'm getting into as far as how hard it's going to be, how long it's going to take, you know, stuff like that. Some of them are really cool, and they tell you prep time, cook time, and about how much it yields, which is nice. Some of them are not so informative, but this one is, and it doesn't look super hard. I think we're going to add it. It sounds really yummy. So there's another one. Now, my method for not losing the recipe. I know some people will like write down the whole like web address, but oh, that one's not too bad. Usually it's pretty ridiculous. And I just don't have the time. I don't want to write it down and then have to type it all back in because usually I get it wrong. So what I do is I have a board. I've said this before in another video. I think it was my planner walkthrough, but I have labeled it menu plan. And it's the only board on my Pinterest account that is constantly rotated. I actually have to go through there and take out what I'm not using though. But that way I know exactly where it is and nothing gets lost and I can just go refer back to it. Sometimes I'll make a note on my menu that I referred to Pinterest for that particular recipe. Sometimes I won't. Usually I don't because I usually know. I don't plan that far in advance. So that's how I do that. Anyway. Okay, I found another one that I think I'm going to try. This one sounds really good too. It calls to marinate, so I will likely be marinating it in the freezer. Like, I'll put it in the bag all at once and then stick it all in the freezer and then just let it thaw out, like in the fridge overnight or something. And then I hope that will be enough marinating. It says for 2 hours or overnight. So hopefully that'll work. We'll see. But I think I'm going to try this one too because it sounds really good and really easy too. And I have most of this already. I actually have the chicken already. So yeah, there's that one. I'm just about done with the meal planning part of my grocery planning day. And Charity woke up. Say hi, Charity. Still half asleep. Anyway, so we're going to finish this up together. Okay, so I'm down to, I think, 2 more meals needed for my menu plan. So I switched my search to crock pot recipes. We'll see what we find here. Alright, so my dinner menu plan is done. I have on the menu burgers and hot dogs, which we will be doing on the grill. Probably not actually tomorrow, but it's there. BBQ pulled pork, pizza, cheesy enchilada quinoa, tacos, beef and broccoli, breakfast for dinner, which I will decide what that entails when I do it, but it usually entails eggs cooked some way, be it omelet or over easy or scrambled or something. Sorry, Charity's trying to grab everything. Some potatoes and bacon or a meat of some sort. Sometimes it'll be biscuits and gravy. Sometimes it'll be bacon. Sometimes it'll be ham. You know, whatever. I've done chicken and waffles before too. And I'll usually have either waffles or pancakes to go with it, unless I do biscuits and gravy, and then we just have the biscuits. She's making my camera lose focus. There we go. And I have Hawaiian chicken, spaghetti with Italian sausage, grilled chicken, French onion dip sandwich, which is just like beef with the onion soup and beef broth and peppers. Charity is sticking her hand in my mouth. I'm sorry. And then I have the one pan balsamic chicken and veggies that I showed, maple glazed garlic chicken that I showed, split pea soup, and Philly cheesesteak stuffed peppers. Then I'm trying something new. I usually don't plan for lunch. We usually just have PB&J the whole like pay period, and occasionally I'll make mac and cheese or something, but I think this time I'm gonna try to, I don't know, make a few more things. I definitely need to eat more leftovers because they go bad really in the fridge, and I hate that. It drives me nuts that we waste so much. So we're gonna try to eat more leftovers. We're gonna try to change up our sandwiches and eat some more like egg salad sandwiches and tuna fish sandwiches. I'm going to eat more salad, I hope. We'll see how that goes. And the chicken nuggets. I need to make those, though, because I really hate paying for them. Number one, I think they're gross. And number two, they're just expensive. So I think what I'm going to do is take some of the chicken that I have in the freezer and just make some chicken nuggets out of it. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm also going to try, and I usually don't do this either. I usually only plan for dinner, but I'm going to try to plan for breakfast as well, because I really need like instant gratification in the morning, but I'm so tired of cereal and waffles, and I have found that when I eat breakfast, I am way more energetic, and I have a better attitude, and I just feel overall better. So some of my ideas are, of course, cereal and waffle, and then I've started overnight oats. I really like them, so we'll be doing a bunch of those. But now I am going to look, oh no, she lost it, on Pinterest. I don't know what just happened. What'd she do? Okay, there we go. And I have typed in make ahead breakfast, and we'll see what we come up with really fast. All right, so I have breakfast listed, lunch is listed, and dinner's listed. The kids woke up, so I had to stop for a second. But what I do at this point is I look through all of the recipes and I write down what I don't have on my grocery list. I used to use 2 separate sheets of paper for this. I was so silly and so wasteful. It didn't even dawn on me that I was wasting time and paper. But what I used to do was just list everything out as I saw it on the recipe, and then I would take that paper and organize it onto something sort of like this. But then I realized, why am I wasting my time? Why don't I just write everything where it goes? So, yeah, that was my blonde thinking before. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through the recipes and write down my grocery list now. Alright, so this is it. I think I got everything, but I'll be checking it this evening before I go to bed, just to make sure. That way in the morning all I have to do is get everybody ready and head out to the grocery store. But it's pretty simple, nothing super fancy, you know. But I hope it helped, because I've gotten a lot of questions about how I meal plan and stuff like that. So there it is, all laid out for you guys. So that's my meal planning process in action. I hope that you guys were able to glean something from that. And if you have any ideas for what you would like to see in the future, leave it in the comments below. Until next time, bye guys!